I've argued from the beginning that this president came in to transform the political reality of the United States and to focus primarily on a domestic agenda. His foreign policy has been competent, no spectacular successes, sans killing Osama bin Laden, and no spectacular failures either. And I think that reflects where the country is at this moment. Now, in light of recent events, I think there is now for the first time, maybe, a chance to do some serious gun control. That, in addition to dealing with a fiscal cliff that will be a perennial problem. It's not going to go away. A longer-term deal on deficit, immigration reform, implementation of Obamacare. All of these things are going to be important, and I would argue really will be the legacy of this president. His legacy on foreign policy, I think, is simply this. He got us out of the two longest wars in American history, and he prevented another attack on the continental United States. Anything beyond that, it seems to me, that he can succeed in or achieve, I think is frankly gravy. So what are those issues? In the Middle East, there are three challenges that confront him, and I would argue they'll be there when he leaves the White House 4 years from now. One is the problem of what to do not only about Iran's nuclear program, but its whole regional ambitions. How to deal with Iran as probably the most serious non-Arab power other than Israel in the region. Second, how to comport himself with respect to the Arab Spring, which is now looks more like a winter everywhere. How to find a footing for an America that has seen both its friends and its enemies disappear. And finally, of course, the knotty, intractable issue of what I call the problem of the much too promised land. What to do about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. These are all long movies. These are all issues in which substantial alteration and opportunity will largely be driven by the parties themselves and really beyond our capacity to control. If the Iranians want to make a deal, then I suspect Obama will be up for it. If the Israelis and the Palestinians come to a point where there's enough pain and gain to change their calculations, then Obama definitely will be up to try to lend the hand that he can. Arab Spring and Arab Winter, the whole process of democratization is going to be a very long one. We're going to have to find a way to respect democratic elections, even though we might not be terribly comfortable with the outcome. So I suspect he will be fairly deliberate and cautious here. He'll wait to see what opportunities offer up, and if he does sense one on both the Iranian issue and the Israeli-Palestinian one, I think there is a chance that he'll be prepared to risk something in an effort to get a deal and prevent war with Iran on one hand and the end of the two-state solution between the Israelis and the Palestinians on the other.